So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. But before we talk about that match, we gotta talk about a few things. For one, I forgot to mention that LA Knight actually was talking before that Fatal 4-Way match. I forgot to mention that, and he was pretty much talking about how that he was going to win the Fatal 4-Way match, defeat everybody, and then go on to defeat Santos Escobar, and then go on to SummerSlam to beat Austin Theory to become the new United States champion, which obviously that didn't happen. So yeah, I just forgot to mention that part. And speaking about that match, I forgot to give my rating for that match. I'll give it 4 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a good match to kick off SmackDown. But then, after that, we see Jey Uso walking backstage. So, yeah, Jey Uso is here tonight. He walked by Tony D'Angelo. And then we see a lot more people in the crowd from NXT, like Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. So, there you go. But, yeah, they was in the crowd for tonight. And then we see Austin Theory backstage, and he goes up to Adam Pearce, and he wants a match against Santos Escobar tonight. And Adam Pearce is like, "That's a great idea. You defend your United States Championship up against him." And Austin Theory is like, "No, I don't want to defend my title up against him. He didn't earn it. I just want a one-on-one match against him." And Adam Pearce is like, "You know what? Fine. You get the match." So yeah, later on tonight, Austin Theory versus Santos Escobar one-on-one in a non-title match. But then we get to the next match of the night. It was Charlotte Flair versus the Miss Money in the Bank winner, Iyo Sky, in a one-on-one match. Bayley was on commentary for this match. And this match, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth between Charlotte Flair and Iyo. And during this match, Charlotte was taking control of this match. Bayley gets up from the announce table pretty much, and she's trying to go up to distract Charlotte Flair, up until we see on the big screen that Shotzi is pretty much, playing mind games with Bayley and stuff, acting like she's around or whatever, with her cutting her hair and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Shotzi's doing. Bayley gets scared and she goes like, I gotta get away from here. And then she goes backstage. And it was like, what the hell, pretty much. But then Iyo starts taking control of this match, laying out Charlotte and everything. She tried to hit a moonsault at one point, but Charlotte moved out the way, so Iyo crashed and burned right there. But then we started getting towards the end of this match where both of them was on the top turnbuckle. Iyo then jumps off with a Hurricanrana onto Charlotte, getting a pin as well. She only got a 2 count out of it because Charlotte reversed into a pin for herself. But Iyo kicked out a 2, rolling her back over for a pin as well. And then Charlotte kicked out at 2, but as soon as she kicked out at 2, she hits natural selection onto Iyo Sky and then pinned her for the 3 count. So yeah, Charlotte Flair defeated Iyo Sky tonight on SmackDown. But then after the match ended, we see the WWE Women's Champion Asuka coming up, hitting a German suplex on the Charlotte, attacking her and everything, beating her down, kicking her in the face, and then locks on that arm bar, hurting her arm. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff for that match. I'll give the match what happened after the match 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was pretty good stuff. But then after that, we see the new NXT North American Champion Dominic Mysterio and the WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, the Judgment Day backstage. They're getting interviewed and stuff, and Dominic was talking about how it's so great to be NXT North American Champion. And then his dad got brought up into it, and he goes like, "Look, if he does win the United States Championship, that's good for him because he gets to be champion of the whole United States. But I'm the champion of the whole North America and 23 countries and all that stuff." So yeah, that's what he was saying up until he gets interrupted by Butch. Butch comes up and he starts talking about like, it's great that you became NXT North American Champion, but how about this? We're pretty much where NXT is usually at, and I want a match up against you for the NXT North American Championship right now. And Dominic pretty much did not want to do that match up until Shawn Michaels comes up and he says, "That match sounds pretty great. And you know what? You get your first title defense. Why not? Butch versus Dominic Mysterio for the NXT North American Championship." So yeah, that match got made right there. But yeah, up next we'll be seeing Austin Theory taking on Santos Escobar one-on-one up next on SmackDown. And still to come later on tonight, we got Roman Reigns on SmackDown with Jey Uso and stuff. Oh yeah, speaking about Roman Reigns, I forgot to mention this in one segment. We see Roman backstage, sitting down stuff. Got that necklace in his hand. Solo's looking at it, and then Roman looks at him, and Solo looks away. So yeah, pretty interesting right there. Good stuff though. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then.